I'm Rebecca.
And today we're going to be talking about a paper flower craft.
Ooh.
Now, rainbows are a really big trend in design and decor right now, and I'm obsessed. Are you obsessed with rainbows?
I'm completely rainbow obsessed.
Do you ever get tired of looking at the same things on your shelves all the time?
Yeah, I want to restyle the decor in my house like once a month.
I knew if we made these, I could put them in my office and that they would be beautiful and rainbow, and it'd make me very happy.
Yes, it'll bring a breath of fresh air into the space. It'll add some needed texture and a change of color.
Have you ever made paper flowers before?
I have not made paper flowers before.
She was like, Joe, I'm a little nervous. And I'm like, Rebecca, you made like an entire staycation shed on making it.
You know, it's like, I think when we started this channel, one of our biggest things was to inspire other people to create, and there are things that we've never done. So this is the perfect example of me going outside of my comfort zone. And it's not that I haven't made a full flower before, but I haven't worked with crepe paper before. But when crafting, you guys, the first place that we look for objects that we want to incorporate into a project is to check your stash. There's always odds and ends laying around the house, in your junk drawer, in your craft drawer, in your laundry room.
I am a craft hoarder. So I go, a lot of times I'll hit up the clearance bins for the dollar store.
The dollar store.
Or the
Target dollar spot.
And I just grab all the things, and then I kind of I put them away like a little weasel until I need them for something. And I love to mix media, so we're gonna be using all different kinds of materials. So you ready?
I'm ready.
I looked at my stash and I had a lot of things I needed. Crepe paper, felt, you can use some markers, floral tape, pom-poms, floral wire, felt balls, of course, a rotary cutter, and you always need a good pair of scissors.
So in addition to regular scissors, fringe scissors are a great accessory to have around just to add some more texture.
And don't forget the wire cutters.
Yeah, you need those to cut through the floral stems.
And stamens. Stamens are awesome. They're the middle of the flower, and you can find them on Amazon.
So I started with the coral flowers, and I decided to make all 3 of the flowers for this little bunch, and Joe decided to do the yellow ones. That kept the style consistent, and that way we weren't duplicating any of the floral styles. So to start with the coral, I wanted to make this ruffled effect, and I knew it was going to be pretty simple. So I took a piece of the crepe paper, and I had already put the wool ball, the felt ball, onto the stem, and then now I'm taking the crepe paper, and I have a 4-inch by 12-inch piece that I pre-measured out, but you're going to want to cut it to size. Then just to secure the ends together to make cutting easier, you're going to want to use a little bit of hot glue and secure your corners. Fold it down, and don't get too crazy with the hot glue because it can make it stiffer than you need it. You want it pliable and workable, so this is how we're going to get started.
Just tack it down in 3 places, and then you'll be ready to get cutting.
So after it's secure, you're going to either take scissors or a rotary cutter, and you're going to fringe it. And instead of using the fringe scissors, we wanted the loops to be a little bit further apart. So we thought the rotary cutter was the best way to go ahead and slice it. So here we go.
Cut.
Cut.
Look how fast we are.
So fast. So this is cutting all the fringes. Then you go ahead and separate it. It helps loosen them up a little bit and basically giving a little bit of a fluff.
Give that baby a fluff.
So once you have your fringe done, then you're going to take some hot glue, put it onto the felt ball, and you're just going to start layering the crepe paper fringe onto the felt ball. There's really no wrong way to do this.
Don't burn your fingers.
Don't burn your fingers, yeah. Just kind of pinch the crepe paper as you go, and as you get to the next layer, you'll need some more hot glue.
But you don't want to add too much hot glue because if you do, it'll end up getting a little bit too stiff.
Yeah, you don't want it too messy. So we're going to speed things up a little bit. We're going to work through this, and in no time, you are going to be done with your first flower. And presto changeo, boom, here we go. Give it a little fluff. I even, after this process, I even took a little pencil and stuck it through the little loops just to fluff them a little bit more. If there's any areas you miss with the rotary cutter, you can snip them with your scissors and you are good to go. How easy is that?
Whoa! I would say that this is a medium skill craft, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I definitely say it's not a beginner, but when we say that, I mean, you could whip out a few sample ones and work your way up to a medium skilled crafter in lickety split.
Just a little practice is all you need.
Just a little practice.
Now that you've mastered your ruffle flower, let's pump up the volume a little bit
Pump
here.
up the volume, dance, dance.
Get something a little bit harder going. So we're gonna make this flower, it's a little bit more like a traditional flower, has the felt and stamens in the middle. So you're gonna take your floral wire, you're gonna cut it in half. Then you're gonna take your felted ball and you're just gonna kind of twist it on the end.
Or shove it on.
Just shove it in there. Once you get it in, you're gonna give a little bit of glue just to keep it in place and make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Next, you're gonna take your felt and you're going to give it a little cut.
Little cut. Now this felt is definitely stiffer than most felt that you're gonna find at the craft store, so pay attention when buying felt, if it's stiff, if it's stiffened, or if it's a traditional felt.
Yeah, we like the stiff felt works good on this one because it just kind of keeps its shape a little bit more and looks a little bit more like a flower. So I cut it to about 3 inches by 2 inches, and then I just kind of twisted it around to see if it was gonna fit good around the felt ball. So once I got it fit, I just started giving it a little cut with my scissors.
Fit.
Trim.
Fit.
Very much like the last flower we made.
Make sure that you have really sharp scissors when cutting felt, just because you'll get less fraying.
Very true. So now that I have it all cut, I'm going to test it again around my felted ball just to make sure it's going to fit. Looks like it's a little bit big, so I'm going to give it a little snip, a little haircut, just to make
we
it.
like to give haircuts, don't we?
You do not want me cutting your hair. So we cut it and we're going to glue it around, and it's a very cute middle of the flower. Now it was a little bit longer than I wanted, so I'm just going to snip off a little bit more. Here I go with the haircut again. Oh, look how cute.
Oh, that's so cute.
Okay, now I'm going to take my stamens, and they're kind of tied together with some tape. So you can either try to peel the tape off, but I just had to cut mine apart. So cut them apart, but don't try to cut them apart. Don't cut them in half.
Right, they're really delicate. It's almost like a thin gauge wire, so.
So I put my silicone tip on my finger so that I would not burn my finger off, because I burned my finger maybe too many times. I'm going to take a little bit of glue. I'm going to put it right at the bottom of the felt, and then I'm going to put my stamens down, but I'm going to have them go above the felt so that they stick up a little bit further, and they're going to give the flower just a little bit more dimension in the middle.
Yeah, they're just kind of peeking above the felt.
So I just kept adding them all in, all the way down the line.
Peeking up, saying, hello.
Hello, I'm a flower.
Hello, I'm a stamen.
Now that I have them all on, I'm just going to check and make sure they're kind of all really attached. I had a couple loose hairs happening, so I'm just going to tack them down a little bit more.
And we use hot glue on these settings just because it
there I burned myself.
There you go. It holds a little bit better than a cool setting.
So once you have it all on there, you're just going to roll it up like a burrito right around the felt ball, and you're going to have the middle of your flower. Look how cute.
Oh, it's like magic. Look at.
I like to give a little fluff.
So cute.
Okay, now we're going to take the crepe paper. This is a medium weight crepe paper. It kind of comes folded like this. I just folded it up so I can cut a lot of petals at one time.
It's a time saver.
Yes, I put my clip on so that it doesn't shift while I'm cutting, and I give it a nice edge at the bottom. But then I realized that it wasn't folded quite right, so then I was like, oh crap, I have to take it apart and fold it back again.
It keeps it from fanning out. Like,
right. So when you clip it, it'll keep it all in one spot. So now I'm just going to cut the petal very organically. No measuring, no templates, just it's a petal. So all petals are different, and so it's very forgiving. So I'm going to cut out my petals, and then once I have them cut out, I'm just going to see if I have any ones that are odd looking or need a little trim. Oh, there's a weird one.
Yeah, sometimes when there's like a corner, it like bends it and it looks funky, so you just kind of trim it up or spread it out.
So then you're going to take the ends of the flowers and you're just going to kind of fan them out with your thumbs to give it more of a petal look and have them curl a little bit. And then you're basically just going to glue them onto the bottom of your flower. So I kind of did it in an X pattern at first, one on either side of each other, and then I just filled in as I went.
You're like uncraping the paper when you pull the petals apart.
Right, but you want it to be craped at the bottom of the base so that it sort of fans out.
Yeah, and it holds its shape. And the cool thing, it gives this like wilty effect to the leaves. Not wilty in a bad way, but it gives that like flowy look.
So I'm almost finished. I just keep adding where it looks like I need some more love and some more petals. And I needed a couple more petals, so I cut out just a couple more. Can you imagine if we made them all this fast?
Oh my gosh, it'd be amazing. But it's looking really, really cute. Love this one.
And there she is. Isn't she cute?
They're definitely time consuming. Easy peasy lemon squeeze.
I don't know about that. So on this project, I had these really great cement vases that I'd gotten at Target on sale. They were like $1.50 a piece. And they've been literally sitting in my garage for maybe 2 years, maybe. So I was like, these are gonna be the perfect vessel to put our flowers in. And they're not available anymore, which is sort of a bummer, but I'm sure you can find something similar. To paint all my vases, I grabbed all the rainbow spray paint that I could find. Now Rust-Oleum is my favorite, but Krylon had the best pink. So I took those vases that have been sitting in my garage for a really long time. I took some blue tape, taped off the bottom of them because they're cement vases. I wanted to keep the cement part on the bottom. And once I got them taped, I just made sure it was nice and tight. Then I sprayed them all the colors that I wanted to, and voila.
Oh, she wanted a rainbow, this girl. Yes, she did. So we literally did all the colors.
We took a color and we just made everything out of that color. And our pots are in the corresponding color. I mean, okay, in my stash, my hoarded stash, I found a bumblebee.
I know, I don't know, I mean, who has a random bumblebee laying around?
Well, you
This
know.
girl. Honestly, you guys, I am like, not scared to make paper flowers anymore.
And she was so good at it too.
Oh.
Now, we put ours in vases,
We
but
put them in vases.
we have all kinds of ideas of what you could actually
So many ideas. We are
different
like
things to do.
so innovative. Look out, craft world. Here comes Rebecca and Joe with our paper flowers.
So here's what you can make with it. Ready?
Go. So we made the perfect hair accessory. Got a kid going to homecoming?
Croissant!
Boutonniere!
Have you ever seen one of these before? These big, giant gold hoops? Well, this would be adorable if you took your flowers and put them right on your gold hoop.
Oh yeah, like a wreath.
Like a wreath, yeah. Or you could take this cute basket like I found at Target, and you can add them to your little basket. I mean, how cute is that?
Well guys, this craft was so much fun. It was definitely not the easiest, nor
No.
was it the quickest, but the end result was well worth all the work that we put into it.
My office is so happy now, and thank you for helping me make them.
It's my pleasure.
I know it was a lot of time sitting at my dining table, making paper flowers, but we had fun.
It was so fun. We get to like,
Hang out and
Yeah.
craft. And so we'll see you next time. Every Sunday, come watch our channel and
subscribe,
like.
ring that bell.
Or you're gonna be in trouble.
Good
With
trouble.
me.
Good trouble. I'm gonna send her after you. I was like, hello, hello.
No, paper you use, and we licked.
We lick it.
We linked both kinds below.
Linked or
Linked.
linked.
I said licked.
So the nice thing also, if you don't want to spend money on the heavier
Rebecca,
crepe paper, you can go to the dollar store and get party streamers.
Yes, party streamers. You totally can. And I mean, you can. It's sort of.
She's like, terrible idea.
I can't even talk. I can't even think. I need to go to bed.
You guys want to see a little trick? Oh. My chip clip.
Hey guys, I'm Joe.
And I'm Rebecca.
And today we're. Quit beating the table. Gosh, every time.